bring on a special guest so that you can grab a little bit of their story and carry it on with you, hoping that, you know, as the journey goes along, as you come along with me on our journey, you know, becomes something beautiful. This week, I have on Loc Ho, who is going to share how he acquired his acquired brain injury and how he overcame and persevered all the obstacles that was in his way. It is an awesome story and one that many people should be able to relate to. And without further ado, drum roll, please. Loc Ho. What's up, Loc?
Hey, what's up, mate? How's it going?
Good, brother. How you doing, man?
Good, man. Good, mate. It's cold over here, but it's freezing.
It's cold. So I guess you're gonna answer the question. How's the weather a little down under?
Oh, mate, it's freezing. It's so cold.
Yeah, it's cold over
Really
there.
cold. Sorry?
It's really cold over there.
It's freezing, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No sunny skies for you, huh?
No,
No.
not at all. But I like the part.
Oh, you like it when it's cold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It helps me train my mind as well.
Oh yeah.
It does.
No, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
So,
So go ahead.
Okay. No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
So for those people that don't know you, go ahead and tell everyone who you are, and give a small description of, you know, age and all that.
Hello, guys. My name is Loc Ho. I am 27 years old, but I had my API when I was 25. So it's been 2 years now. I found it really hard at times, but in my down days, I push myself harder and harder each day, you know. So I could not walk, I could not talk, I could not feed myself, miles of this, you know, very attractive before. But with time and with hard work, look at that, man. Perfect.
There we go. Perfect. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, Loc.
Yeah.
So, you said that you had your acquired brain injury 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So, who was, and you said you had it when you were 25?
25. I'm 27.
Yeah. Yeah. So you said you had it when you were 25 years old. So who was Loc before, or who was Loc at 25 years old? Like, who was Loc? What was Loc doing? How was Loc? If I was to ask, you know, your best friend, if I was to go, hey, you know, let's say your best friend's name was John, I'll say, hey, John, who's Loc? What's Loc about? What did he tell me?
Loc was a down-to-earth guy, very genuine, kind-hearted, a gentleman, but he was hopeless in the future. Like, he didn't know what he wanted in life. I was working at a bank and at the casino. At the casino, I was doing card dealing, which is called croupier. And at the bank, I was working as a reporting analyst for Commonwealth Bank of Australia.
Nice.
Well, I worked for like 2 years there. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Until I had this hypoxic brain injury. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's been a tough, long journey, mate. But what can you do?
Yeah. And then, so what, now, when you went through, what caused your acquired brain injury?
Okay. Here's the juicy part.
The juicy part. Let's jump into it.
Okay. Well, I was hanging out with a friend at night, and he offered me something, an illegal substance, and I stupidly, without thinking, took it. And from then on, it was so addictive that I tried a couple more times. And on the final time, I OD'd and almost died. Almost cost me my life, you know. But God is great and give me a second chance to live. So I'm making the most of it.
There you go. Now, so pretty much what happened was you took the illegal substance, right, and you OD'd on it. So were you by yourself when this happened, or were you with someone when this happened?
From memory, I think I was with a guy, but then my brother found me the next day, and my medical report said there were 13 hours unaccounted for. So I could be out for like 12 hours, 11 hours, 10 hours. Who knows? No one knows. But according to my MRI scan, the doctor said around 85% of my brain was damaged. It's all wiped out. The frontal lobe, occipital lobe, parietal lobe, everything was just effed up, mate. You know.
Wow.
So it's all gone, mate. So it's all destroyed. So yeah. But the thing is, I'm still alive, man. So when you're alive, it's hope. It's just hope.
Boom. Totally 100%. You know, I had on Dr. Olivo, who is my neurologist, on my show. And, you know, he said that he's seen some of his patients with just a sliver of their brain, you know, that is, you know, not affected from, you know, their stroke, meaning like 10% of their brain. And the brain is an amazing organ. You know, it has neurological yeah, I know. I was stuck there. Thanks, man. So it can connect, you know, neurological pathways and make new ones all the time. You know, it's really an amazing organ. And you know, obviously, you know, if you said that yours is 80%, you know, affected, and you are, you know, the way you are, obviously, you know, you're living proof that, you know, that it can make those new connections, you know. So why don't we dive in and talk about, you know, what happened as far as what happened when you had your stroke. So you had your stroke, you went to the hospital, right? And then what happened from there?
Let me correct you there. What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Not stroke.
Yeah.
Acquired brain injury. I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, good.
Yeah.
So what happened when I had my accident? I was passed out for, like I said, 13 hours or more.
Yeah.
And my brother found me at home, and he called the ambulance, and they tried to resuscitate me. I was passed out, mate. I was gone. You know, I was in like La La Land.
Mm-hmm.
And then from then on, I don't know what happened. So blacked out. I think I was very close to death.
Yeah.
Very close to death.
So did they put you in like a barbiturate coma?
They brought me to the ICU intensive care unit where I was for 14 days. 14 days. Yeah.
Okay, and they gave you a tracheotomy.
As you can see.
Yeah. So they gave you a tracheotomy, so you had a collapsed lung.
I think so. Yeah, I can't breathe.
Yeah. And did they put you in induced a coma for a little bit, or?
I think so, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. And so when you were able to remember, were you able to like move or anything like that?
Nah, mate.
No.
My body was very contracted. My arms like this the whole time, and my legs were worse. You know, my legs like that. I couldn't walk at all, never.
Yeah, I think most,
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
like 95% of us,
yeah.
that suffer stroke or TBI or an ABI. That's how we are once we come to from whatever, is,
Mm.
we have the neuroplasticity, that kicks in, and that's just the outcome of it. And so you woke up, or when you came to, and from what you remember, you know were you able to talk also, or no?
No, no, no.
No, so you weren't able to talk, and you weren't able to move, or you were able to move?
I think from memory, I moved a bit, but just side. Yeah.
like like your non-affected side, you're probably able to move, right?
But the thing is, my whole brain was affected. So I'm talking about
Oh,
everything, you know, everything.
I got you.
That's why it's a severe API.
I got you. I
Yeah.
got you. Okay, okay. So the whole body was affected,
Yes,
because it wasn't just one side.
correct,
So it was the whole body.
correct.
So when you came to, so like, say for instance, right, I had my stroke, and my stroke affected my left side of my body, right?
Yeah,
So my left arm, was like this, right?
yeah.
So were both of your arms
It's mainly my right arm and left leg.
okay?
Right arm, left leg. Yeah.
Oh, wow, right arm and left leg. Oh, that's great.
Next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's trip. That's trip. So so how long after you had your acquired brain injury did you start your rehab?
Well, I was in the neurology ward for a year and a bit,
A
and then I
year?
was a
Wow.
year and a bit, more than a year.
Yeah.
And then they transferred me to the brain injury unit where I started my rehab.
Okay.
It's where I started doing my speech program, my dance program,
Yeah, yeah,
my
yeah.
walking program, etc.
Yeah, the I was finding out from, because I have quite a few friends that are, including yourself, that are from Australia, and it seems that their healthcare is a lot better than ours. That they actually, take care of you guys over there, because once you stop showing progress over here, that's kind of like, even if you, like, once you stop showing progress is when the therapy, or when the insurance is like, all right, we're not paying for it anymore.
Yeah.
To whereas over there, it's like, we're gonna, keep you in here,
Yeah.
for as long as you need. What it seems like, yeah, because that's, they're pretty much taking care of you over there. So you said, you're in the neurology ward for a year plus. Now, when you're in the neurology ward, were they still giving you therapy and whatnot when you're in the bed, or?
Uh, I think a little, but very limited.
Yeah,
That's why they gave me like a peg tube. That food transferred to my belly, right here.
yeah, yeah.
So,
So yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
go ahead, go ahead.
I was pretty much a bed bound when I was on the neurology ward.
Hmm.
I didn't start making quick recovery until I went to the brain injury unit. That's where I did rehab. So, yeah.
Now, when you so you said you were in there for like a year plus. Did you feel like did you feel like how did you feel when you were in there? When you're in the, in the ward and whatnot? What were your, like, emotions when you're in there?
Oh man, my thought was always, this is not me. This can't be me.
Hmm.
There should be more to me than this. I cannot bear to see myself in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. That's why I'm very determined to get out of my wheelchair. Screw this, man. Screw this. So
Yeah.
that's why I have the motto, no pain, no gain. So I always push myself to the limit, absolute limit, until I almost faint, man. Literally. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go hard, go home. Go hard, go home, man.
There you go, man. There you go. And so you know when you're in the ward, did you find yourself like doing therapy while you're in the bed on your own?
The thing about me is when I was in a ward, in a brain unit ward, I'm a very talkative guy, so I would always go in my wheelchair and bring myself around the room to other clients, patients, and have a chat, man. Because the communication is key for good recovery as well. You know, I need to round up my staff, and yeah, I love it, man. Making new friends.
Right.
It's good, mate. It's good.
Yeah. I know when I was in my physical therapy, I was the youngest one that was in there when I was actually in the therapy unit, and everyone else that was in there was probably maybe 40 to 50 and a lot older, you know. So a lot of the people that I was hanging out with, you know, was that age, you know, and we were playing like, you know, pinochle and spades and stuff like that, you know. And those are all games that I like anyways, you know. But yeah, so, you know, and a lot of people you know, have the infliction that, you know, strokes only happen to, you know, older people, right? You know, so strokes or acquired brain injuries, you know what I mean, only happen to older people, right? So did you know or have any idea like of what a stroke or an acquired brain injury was before this happened to you?
I have very limited knowledge of stroke before my injury, but after joining the genyus group and meeting people like you, Mark, and Cal as well, it's gave me a good understanding of what a stroke is. So yeah. Yeah, can see it.
Yeah. So we're going to be diving into this question in a little bit, because we're gonna be working that out here in a second. But you can see the chat over here, correct?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So now I lost my train of thought. Where was I going, Loc?
Oh, shit, I need to lost it too.
You're not a mind reader?
Oh, no, I wish I couldn't.
Come on, man. I thought when we had these injuries that we like became psychics or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, you thought wrong, man. You thought wrong. Oh man.
So
bad.
Yeah, right. So now your parents, how did they take this?
Oh man. First my mom was like, she couldn't accept it, man. She's like, my boy takes drugs? No way. No effing way, man. Because the thing is, my mom is super overprotective. And I think that's the reason why I went on the path. She's too overprotective, mate, you know? And sometimes too much of a good thing can be a bad thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. And I'm the example of that too. I'm an example for that.
Mm-hmm. What was I saying? So, I'm a mind reader on this one, so I know where you were going with it.
Okay.
So we were talking about how your parents took it. How your parents took the when you had your acquired brain injury, and you're talking about how your mama was protective.
Yeah, okay. So my mom could not accept the news at the time,
Mm-hmm.
but thing is, she would always come day in day out, every single day to hospital to see me, and she would see me making small progress, small recovery, and she was happy. She was content. But not until I was much later to my recovery stages, maybe 2 years from now, she's actually very very happy with my progress. Because not only am I walking, but I can run that too, man. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
that didn't come easy, man. It's hard work, man. Hard work.
Right. Now, how long before you had your acquired brain injury? How long did it take you to start talking again?
Oh shit, man. Oh man. I think. Wow. I think maybe 6 months after I took my trachea. 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And my first words was my first words were like, "Oh no, man." Because asked for my mom, where mom was. Mom, where are you? Mom, where are you? I need you.
Yeah.
Also, baby again, man. Like a baby.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you that's what you do, man. You always cry for your mama. You know?
Yeah.
Always. That's the first thing you do. It's almost like it's a natural instinct, that we have,
Yeah.
Mom, I'm hurt. Mom, I'm hurt,
Sure, man.
At least I know that's what my kids do. I'm like, suck it up, kid. No, I'm just kidding. But so Serena, my avid show watcher here, she said you must have been the youngest on the ward. He was, or he, yeah. So she's asking if you were the youngest on the ward.
Yeah, at the time I think I was, yeah.
Yeah.
5 years old, yeah, I was.
Yeah. So were you playing pinochle with the elders or what?
Excuse me. Oh man, but I enjoy my hospital days, man. I like that.
Yeah. You make a lot of good friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There was heaps of laughter, a lot of jokes. We talk shit. It's fun. It's like high school days.
Right. It's cool because it's like high school days, but with
a twist.
where everyone's equal, everyone's the same. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yes.
Everyone has some form of recovery that they're going through.
Mm-hmm.
To whereas in high school, you have like your different crowds, like the jocks, the cheerleaders, different cliques, but in the therapy, ward or whatever you guys call it there, everyone's the same, everyone's equal, everyone's trying to get better, so essentially everyone clicks, I had a really good friend, his name was Tom, and we used to play I forget what the game is called, but it's the one that's like dominoes and it has like the Asian writing on it. I forget what it's called. Anyways, but we used to play that a lot. And maybe a year after I got out of therapy, he passed away. And you make these friends in there, and you get close to them, and those things are kind of hard, kind of hard to deal with. But that's kind of how life goes. And so Serena wants to know if you're living on your own now.
Like my house.
Yeah, like where are you staying?
Staying at my mum's house.
You staying at your mama's?
Yeah, mum's.
Yeah.
I'm a mum's boy.
Mama's boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, shoot, I forgot where I was going again.
Blacked out.
Huh?
Blacked out.
Yeah, pretty much. I did actually.
Sorry, man.
Right. So, after, oh yeah, I remember where we're going now.
Yeah.
So now from you went on and we were talking about how, the therapy and whatnot. When you got out of therapy, when you got out of the therapy ward unit, where were you as far as, your physical aspect?
You mean the therapy? What is in the brain issue unit?
Well, when you went home from the therapy place,
Where was I, like, physically?
yeah, like walking and your hands and whatnot. Yeah.
I think at first my hands was so bad, mate. I could not write, but now I can, like, touch up now on a keyboard, computer.
Mm-hmm.
But that didn't come easy, man. With practice. It's not a jelly now, like jellyfish. Basically, when I left the ward, I was quite independent. I was walking, like, independently. I could cook independently as well. I could make my own cup of tea, coffee. What else can I do? I could run. I could hit. I could skip.
Gee whiz, nice.
But physically, I'm great, man. Physically, I'm good. But when it comes to cognitive, my brain, that's what I've struggled with, man. Problems, right? Yeah.
So you say you struggle with the which part?
Cognitive.
The cognitive ability.
Cognition, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So now, I know that you're trying to start up a therapy workout routine, right? Where you're trying to show other survivors on, how they can progress in their therapy. So, why don't we talk about, where you were, how, you did your therapy, and to get to where you're at now. Because I think that's an important aspect, to know where you were, because we touched on it a little bit, but we don't have a visual picture of it, right? And I think Cal from Genius Network, I think we kind of mentioned it a little bit, he did, as far as making videos and putting them up there to help people, get motivated and start working out. Yeah. So let's say, for instance, we're going to go with taking your affected leg and you're standing still and just raising it up, your knee, your leg, your whole leg, and raising it up, your knee up to here and back down. Okay. So where were you at when you had your stroke?
Man. Like I said, my early days, my legs was very, very contracted. So I could not make it straight, man. I could not. No matter how much I tried, I could not make it straight. So, but with the intervention of the physiotherapist at the hospital, they got me like a run brace, a range of motion brace, where I put on every night. You guys cannot imagine the amount of pain I go through every night to make it straight. And the things you take for granted, man. Simple things like that. Man, it's crazy. Yeah, after making it straight, which happened with months and months and months, every night. So my brother would always come into the hospital to visit me, and he could not bear to see my pain and suffering. So what he did was he would always turn on meditation music to help me rest my mind, put my mind at ease. So I thank my brother for that. Without that, my leg would not be straight. Yeah, that's how it is today. So yeah. And also my arm was also retracted as well, like I said before. I also have to do the therapy program as well, like the putty.
Mm.
Where you have to cut it as well, cut it. Yeah. But that happens with many repetitions, day in, day out. You have to be relentless at it too, and just don't give up, man. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Now, so let's go back to the legs real quick. So when you said that you were putting your legs in some sort of brace thing to get them to go straight, right? And once you were able to stand on your legs, did you start with like the parallel bars?
No, because my leg was so weak, I could not stand up for long. So what the physiotherapist got me to do was, he got me to do sit and stands. So sit up on the chair and stand up many times, over and over again, to get the strength back on my legs.
Yeah.
As you guys can see, the photo I posted on the Genyus group, my legs, this is my legs, chicken legs, man, it's all bones.
Yeah.
All bones, man.
Yeah.
So it's not easy, man, but
yeah, for sure. So you started out with the sitting up, standing down, sitting up, standing down, right? And then from there you went to
from there, once I got my balance better, I got my physiotherapist got me on a walking frame.
the walker frame.
Walker.
Yeah. And then from the walker frame you went to
walking independently with assistance from another person.
Oh, dang, you went straight. So what with assistance is, you mean like a cane, right?
Yeah, hand and belt around me.
Huh?
Hand with a belt around me, and
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then from there you went to
I went from walking independently.
Oh, really? Nice. Just skipped right over the cane, huh?
Yeah, man. I don't need a cane.
So, okay. So this is where I was getting to, right? Okay, Loc. So, like Cal said, he's going to help you make these videos, right? So these are kind of details that you need to explain to people, right? You need to explain to people where you came from and where you're at now, right?
Yeah.
So we kind of got there. We kind of like drew a picture for people of where you were, right? So you basically couldn't do anything. So they stretched your legs out, right? With the stretcher type thing, right?
Yeah.
And then once they got that ready, once they got that done, then you're able to do the sit-ups, sit-downs, sit-up, stand-ups, right? And then from there, you went to the walking device, right?
Yeah.
And then from there, you went to assisted walking, where they put the gait belt on you and helped you walk. And then boom, you were off to the races from there by walking on your own, right?
Yeah.
So this is where your videos that you're going to do will be completely inspiring for other people, because from there you're going to be able to show them the exercises that you do, and go ahead and explain to our viewers the exercises that you have been showing people?
Yeah, that'd be good, man.
Yeah. So the exercises that you have been doing have been the band ones, right?
Yeah, mainly.
Yeah. So what are the band exercises? Like, how does it work?
Well, the band exercise is you put the band into your leg, something like that, and you always do squats. So
Okay.
that engages your quads and your glutes muscles. Because I noticed that our genius group, many of the members are very weak glutes and weak quads as well. And the only solution for that is by doing heaps of squats every day in, day out, squats and squats.
Now, what do you suggest for people that don't have balance
Oh wow.
to still be able to do the squats?
Yeah. Okay. So to be safe, maybe get a table next to you, or around next to you, or a bed, for example. Safety. I have idea. So just try to do a squat, but go down slowly, up again, up and down, up and down, and slowly but surely.
Yeah. So each colored band has its like own resistance, right?
So
Yeah. And so you went on to these bands and you were showing these bands on the videos on Genius Network, which was truly inspirational. I saw it. I was envious. I was jealous. I was like, man, you know what? I wish I could do that. It was freaking awesome. Not gonna lie. And then the last video that I saw that you posted last night, I was like, dang it, man, I would be able to freaking run. Yeah. That's cool, man. That's cool. Keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. Keep on posting them. Yeah. And so for those that don't know what I'm talking about, last night, Loc jumped on a treadmill and started out walking on it, and then it got a little bit faster, and then he started doing a slow jog on it. Pretty cool. Now, how long, Loc, can you jog for?
I haven't timed my jogging time, but I go for a while now. I go all time. I go for
Yeah. Nice. Super cool. How long did it take you?
To get it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I can anymore because I'm freaking old.
Yeah.
And I'll probably freaking throw my hip out. But I used to be able to run and run, but it was only like maybe like 30 feet or whatever. And I would just do it more for, the humor aspect of, my friends and whatnot. And I'm sure if as I tell everyone, that I talk to, the most important thing about working out is form.
Yes.
And when I would run, my form was absolutely ridiculous. And that's why I did it, for the humor aspect of my friends, because I looked absolutely ridiculous when I would run. So let's talk about form, Loc. Since you're the one that is the workout expert over there, I did work out was it 3 or 4 years post stroke, and I was able to get my left side pretty much the same size as my right side working out. And so I know that, form is important, for the success of, rehabilitation for your affected side. So let's go ahead and get your take on it.
Like you said, Mark, form is definitely so important. And without form, there's no point. And And like all injuries, we all have a affected side. And my one is my left leg, the right arm. You know, my left leg is so small, man. It's like a chicken leg. Not bones. But that does not stop me from doing squats. Does not stop me doing single leg against split squat. It does not stop me at all, man. But it does not stop me from doing deadlift as well. But the thing is, the harder the task, the more I want to do it. You know.
Yeah.
I hate the word. I hate the word. I can't, man. I hate that word. Just please change it to yet. I can't do it yet.
Right. Right.
Because we're all capable of doing it, man. Just not yet.
100%.
In due time, man. In due time. Just be patient with it.
Yep. Never give up. Now, I kind of enjoy. Honestly, it depends on what it is. Sometimes it might hurt my feelings a little bit, but I kind of like enjoy when people tell me, I can't do something, because it's like, what the heck do you mean I can't do that?
Yeah.
Let me show you I can do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get the heck out of here. Of course I can do this, yeah, like you're saying, there's no such thing as I can't,
Yes.
And that's like, the whole meaning behind this, is like, you got to be determined. You got to stay focused on what your goals are, and just keep on pushing forward. And, as you have shown, Loc, you got knocked down, pretty severely, and you went ahead and overcame a lot, and went through and did all this physical therapy and speech therapy, occupational therapy, and got back to where you're at now. And honestly, maybe stronger than where you were before. Yeah, you might have an affected leg now, but do you feel like you're in better shape now than you were before your stroke?
Before my injury, I was quite strong, really strong.
Were you?
You're strong too, weren't you? You were strong. Squatting more than 100 kilos, deadlifting more than 100.
Watch out.
But, in terms of fitness, I think I'm much better off now.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's kind of like the point I was getting at. You know what I mean? Like overall, like here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like overall, I forgot where I was going to get. Man, I'm having a tough time today. Holy moly. Must be something in the air or something. Holy moly. Where was I going with this? Oh, man. What a horrible time over here today. Loc, what was I going to say?
You said something about so bad.
I remember what I was going to talk about. So, Loc, what did you feel like, so your family dynamic before this happened and your family dynamic after this happened, do you feel like it has brought you and your parents closer together?
So close. We're like super glue now, man. So close. We do everything together. We even ride our bikes together.
Oh yeah. So you can ride a bike now.
I can.
Wow. How long did that take you to be able to ride a bike?
The thing is, I could ride a bike before my injury, so we learned how to ride a bike. It's not that hard. You just rewind my second in my brain. That's it. Just over and over again. Keep doing it, man. Keep doing it. I had to fall over a couple of times, to be honest with you. But I had a bit of scrape here and there. But I don't give a shit, man. It doesn't matter. Doesn't stop me. You know what I mean?
It'll heal.
Exactly.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you go on like little family bike rides all the time with your mom and your daddy? That's pretty cool.
Every weekend, yeah.
Oh, every weekend. It's every weekend, Joe. Nice. Yeah. Serena Serena said, hey, Serena is not 42 years old. She looks like she's 36. She's lying. She is lying. But anyways, so yeah, and you don't have any siblings? Or you said you have your
well, I say one older brother. That's all I have.
An older brother.
Older brother, 3 years older.
Yeah. 3 years older. And has it brought you and your brother closer? Or?
For sure, man.
Yeah.
Because he pretty much saved my life. Because when he told me he's falling at home unconscious, cough out foam, it was traumatized, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's a sign of overdose. You knew straight away.
Yeah.
So he called the ambulance right after, man. But it's not something I'm proud of telling, man. So it's hard to say.
Yeah. So I appreciate that, Loc. I appreciate you coming on here. Like you said, it's not something that's easy. It's not something that you're proud of, and I appreciate you coming on here and sharing with everyone, what happened, because, like I said in the beginning, the whole purpose of this show is to, reach other people who have, gone through something similar, and show them, hey, you're not alone in this current circumstance, like, hey, here's Loc. This is what happened. This is what he went through. This is where he's at now. If he can do it, you can do it too. So Loc, 100% appreciate you coming on, brother. I really do. And like you were saying, yeah, it's a hard thing to talk about, and kudos to you for having the courage to come on and talk about it. And I really do appreciate it, not only from a personal perspective, but I appreciate it for everyone else, because that's why I do this show. I do this show for everyone else, so I really appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. And so you're gonna start. Are you thinking about doing those workout videos?
Sure, man. Definitely.
Yeah. So get in touch with Cal.
Yeah.
And he'll help you out with like how to do it and all that stuff, and how to format it and whatnot. And he'll help you out with that for sure. And then and get it all set up, get it all kind of like professional looking and whatnot, and just be, ready to inspire people, brother. And like I was saying earlier, you gotta make sure you let people know like where you were, how you got to where you're at now. And you know what I mean? You gotta give them the whole story, so that way they can connect on all levels,
Yeah.
All right, brother. So I end all my shows in a prayer. So let's go ahead and do a prayer. All right, bro? All right. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for connecting me with Loc and giving him the strength and the will to come on to the Determined Show and share his testimony with the world, hoping to reach as many people as possible that need to gain inspiration and motivation through his testimony to move forward and push through whatever paths are in their way. And I ask that you help whoever needs help right now, and look over all of the people that need to be looked over through all of the terrible things that are going on in our world right now. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, Loc. Thank you so much.